Hi, welcome. This is Peter here from Pete's Car Audio. Today I'm going to cover three items that most people make a mistake on when shopping for their car audio. Okay, I get a lot of calls and inquiries from a lot of customers when they first set up their car audio system, asking about what to buy, and some of them even buy these items and get me to install them, which I think is really a waste of money for them. Okay, first item, rear speakers. A lot of people think that the car needs a good set of rear speakers for the entire sound system in the car to sound good. Well, actually, this is not true, because if you understand music, or even when you listen to music, most of the time you want the music to come from the front. And even in a live performance, the performer is performing to you from the front. They are not standing at the back and singing to you. So in the car, we also want to recreate that sort of feeling whereby the performance is coming from the front. Okay? Hence, putting rear speakers will only detract your attention from the front to the back. So it's not to say rear speakers are not important. They are important only for the rear passenger. A little bit of sound for them to hear is good enough already. Okay, so if you have a budget of say 500 ringgit and you want to spend 250 for the front and 250 for the rear, don't do that. Take that 500 and spend it all for the front, so that you get an even better set of speakers in front. Okay, now some people will question, but I want surround sound in the car. Well, in all the music that we listen to, not movies, but in all the music that we are listening to, it's normally just two channels, left and right. There is no surround information. Hence, even like you put on a set of headphones, you are not going to get surround sound, but you're getting good stereo image in the front. Okay, I won't cover so much on stereo imaging and all that because that's for another video, but this is the purpose of this video. Okay, now if you want to understand this even before you upgrade your system, what you do is go to your car, fade more to the front, go to the fader settings of your system, and you fade more to the front, compare it with the fader set in the center. Then when you fade to the front, you up the volume a bit, you will hear a lot of the music coming from the front more than the back. But you try and see whether you enjoy it more than having the fader set in the middle. Now, the second item I want to cover, all right, it's amplifier. Okay, most of the time, people will end up buying a 4-channel amplifier, and they use it to drive the front and the rears. But going back to point number one, the rears are not important. But so why are we amplifying the rear speakers? So what we should do then is to use the 4-channel to amplify the front speakers, 2 for the tweeter, 2 for the mids. By doing that, you get more power for the front, more tunability because it's driven off 4 separate channels. The installer then, if he sets it up correctly, he can then tune how much going to the tweeter and how much going to the mids. All right, there's more tunability in that sense as well, and hence better sound and more value for money. Now, the third item that most people make a mistake on are buying the speakers for the front. Okay, because when they budget for front and rear speakers, they don't have so much budget for the front. They might end up buying a speaker called a coaxial speaker, meaning there is a tweeter attached to the mids. All right, now if you do this and install it in front, do you see that the tweeter now is very low in the door, assuming that the original location for the speakers are down below in the door? Hence, you do not get as good high frequency and clarity that you would seek for. by using a coaxial speaker for the front. Okay, so what we should do, we should actually get a set of components. All right, doesn't need to be expensive components, because I would rather put in a set of cheaper components where the mid and the tweeter is separated, rather than buying an expensive coaxial and mounting it down low in the door. By doing it this way, the tweeter can be up on the dash and the mids will fire together, and hence you will get better clarity that way. So if you like this video and you want more information, please like my page or subscribe, and I will follow up with even more information for you on how all about car audio.